Hello everybody, my name is Dizzy, and welcome back, one and all, to Jurassic World Evolution. We've been playing this for some time now, since we got back into it in creative mode, sorry not in creative, but in sandbox mode. Let me just get some volume up for you, there we are. Goodness, there we go. So, yeah, we've been playing in sandbox mode, and if I just load into the game, you'll be able to see how far we've come. It's pretty far. I'm quite pleased with how it's looking. My ideal goal would be to get like one of every species in the park. I don't know if there's going to be enough space in sandbox mode for that to happen, but it would be nice, certainly. I'm less worried about like getting a 5-star rating or what have you. So, if we zoom out, you can see that we have our park entrance is over here. We've got a little bit of like the power district and stuff. We have a monorail that takes you from the opening area, which has obviously lots of shops, down over this way, or you can head to the Innovation Center, which is the fancy building from Jurassic World 1, which I do particularly enjoy. There's like never any people over here. Like, theoretically this should be enormously busy with people arriving and leaving, but no, there's just never any people over here. It's because they're all where the dinosaurs are. Then we have our first sort of major precinct of pens. This one is currently empty. This one is the most terrifying of them all, so it's a good job we're starting here because this has Indirects in it. Oh boy. It also has some little Dilophosauruses in it. This one's called Mr. Blobby because of chat. I don't even know why they liked Mr. Blobby so much, but they did. So here's Mr. Blobby. He looks very pretty, actually. One pen over from that, we have another big and small pair. We have our Velociraptors in with a Spinosaurus. This is our Jurassic Park 3 pen, basically. Oh, he snapped at that one. Theoretically, they don't eat each other. Theoretically. Then, because this is our wetlands district, we have one pen further over, a Suchomimus, chilling around here. Very lovely. We also have this area, which is quite wetlandy, but might not stay that way. Pen's currently housing Ceratosaurus. This may or may not end up being their final home. We'll see, I guess. Oh, we have a Rayfire in the chat. Welcome. Yes, theoretically. Lots of things happen theoretically. How many of those happen in actuality? We'll see. But this place is served by another monorail. It will have its own little shopping district over here fairly soon. Then we have our fossil zone. We have the fossil center, the research center. We don't have the expedition center, because that's over here. And that might be a mistake, but it's fine. As well as our little fossil zone shop. Oh, I haven't maxed out the stuff on this. Let's do that. There we go. Currently selling ammonites. And yes, we then have our second sort of group of dinosaur pens. This is a Hyangosaurus called Spare, because we have another Hyangosaurus in a different pen, so he might not be staying. But this is sort of a Hadrosaur pen? This is kind of for things that don't need much space, but are happy with lots of people around. So we've got an Edmontosaurus and a Parasaurolophus, and that's kind of it for now. That's because the other Hadrosaurs are, for the most part, over here in this, as you can see, it's a very busy pen, around the hotel. Here are the boys. Look at them, lovely. So we've got a Maiasaura herd, we've got our number 1 Hyangosaurus, we've got a Muttaburrasaurus herd. We have a Singtausaurus herd, and just to mix it up, we've got an Azutoceratops herd. I think that's all the different species that are in here. Oh, we have 2 Caritosaurus as well. There we go. So this is perhaps more of a hadrosaur pen than the hadrosaur pen is, but it's fine. And last, but by no means least, jumping back over to here, we have our giant sauropod pen, where we have a Apatosaurus, we have... that guy's disappearing into the forest. What have we got? We've got a Apatosaurus, we've got Diplodocus, we've got Brachiosaurus, we have, look at that yet, we have Camarasaurus, and we have the Mentisaurus. So these are basically all the really big guys in one place, and yes, you may have noticed that they are in with an Allosaurus, who, again, theoretically, won't eat giant herbivores. Allosaurus looks really derpy in this. I absolutely hate his stupid eyebrow horns. It's a terrible design decision, but he's not for movies, so what can you say? We have cooked up some more herbivores. I don't know what we've got cooking. Oh, we have a Deinonychus cooking! Really? Oh, okay, I'd forgotten. I hadn't realised we'd actually made this pen. I thought this was going to be our first job today. Apparently we made this at the end of last stream. We have a pen with symmetric Anthosaurus, these very pretty looking boys with their stripes. Alongside some... Where are you? Where are they at? I don't know where they're at, so we're just going to release a new one. Alongside some Deinonychus. These are the most terrifying dinosaur in the game, even more so than the Velociraptor. Actually, maybe slightly less so than the Indoraptor, because the Indoraptor is a ball of spite and hate. But yeah. These guys you really don't want to mess with, because they are every bit as intelligent and bloodthirsty as Velociraptors. And they have a worse social requirement. How many Deinonychus even do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the new one. How many Deinonychus skins do I have? Modified genome. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we now have one of every colour of Deinonychus, I guess. I hadn't realised we hadn't finished that off, but it's a good way to start. You can hear the dramatic music is still going as we circle the pen full of the horrible carnivores. And you also notice that these guys... So what I do with pretty much all my carnivores, not these guys, because they're actually pretty chill, but all my other carnivores, they get a double layer, what I refer to as my bubble wrap system. They get one layer of electrified concrete wall that they don't like to attack, and then they have a second outer layer of regular concrete wall, in case they get through the first layer of wall. It's not that I'm paranoid, although I am. Oh dear. But yeah, so today we've got to find some more dinosaurs, and I've had a little bit of the wind taken out my sails by the fact that we've already done this pen that I was planning to do. But that's fine. We will find other dinosaurs to put in. I gotta go down to my list of genomes. Oh, we've got actually here. We've started to put some of the ornithomimids in. We've got Gallimimus in here. So what we might do next is release some more different kinds of those, because these guys, people like this, they tend to be fairly chill with quite high populations. So we can have a single Archaeornithomimus, for example. Let's do the genes, lifespan. So we're optimizing everything for resilience here, because we have infinite lifespan turned on. We don't have any habitat genes, because these are DLC. As are stress genes and social genes like this. So we want to put the shark in all of these. It's basically all the genes you have. So let's incubate one of you. Get you cooking. We're just in general, we're looking for herbivores that have relatively small comfort requirements in terms of terrain and high population requirements, and there aren't too many of those. Well, there aren't too many of those left. So Chunkysaurus might end up going in, but he brings our population down below 20, which is not ideal. Stuff like the Ankylosaurs are very antisocial. Dracorex isn't very sociable. We've got a Gallimimus in the park already. You're Gigant Spinosaurus. You're 16. You're relatively antisocial. Hyang is currently, I think, our lowest at 20. Kentrosaurus. If we can get down to sort of the 18s and bring in some Stegosaurs, that might help us. We've got Myosaura and Muttaburrasaurus, and you're antisocial. You're antisocial. We've got you. You're antisocial. The Ceratopsians are in sort of a weird middle ground where, like, they're not as sociable as the sociable dinosaurs, but they're not as antisocial as the antisocial dinosaurs. Like actually a lot of the Stegosaurs, but unlike the Stegosaurs, they often have really high social group requirements. Cough, Stegosaurus, your minimum size of 5. Cough. What was I looking at? Where was I at? I got this far. Palaeonerd is antisocial, Sauropelta is antisocial, Sinoceratops is like moderate. Stegosaurus is fine, but needs so many of it that it eats up most of the pop cap. Struthiomimus, we don't have one of you in the park. I could have sworn that one of you was a bloody herding dinosaur, but I guess not. I find it really weird that you're not, considering that you are like the archetypal example of a herding dinosaur in some cases, but I guess we're gonna incubate just the one Struth. Shark. Lizard. Shark. There we go. Incubate. Oh wow, you're ready for release already. Yeah, these guys do not take long to cook. And God, your face is ugly. I really want to like how you look, but your face is just ugly. There we go. He's gonna go out and look for some food. Close that. Although actually, we're gonna need to open it again almost immediately. And after I've done this, I want to check how many dinosaurs we have in this enclosure. I suspect we'll start adding in some of the more sociable stegosaurs. Things like Chunkysaurus. There we go, here's Struthiomimus. This is typically the first dinosaur you release into the park in the game. Also in most individual parks in the game. So you really gotta have a soft spot for Struthy. Gotta love Struthy. One of the things I do quite like about Prehistoric Kingdom is that they change up which dinosaurs you have available at the beginning, so that not every start is the same. I think that's a really good design decision. Right, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dinosaurs in here. So we could... who's got our next highest social? We're at 16. Sino and Trike are both at 16. Oh, this guy is particularly annoying because he's got a pop of up to 9 and he's 3 of that. Pachycephalosaurus is just as annoying. Got you. Got all of you. You're up to 17, Kentrosaurus. Hyang we've got... I think was it Chunkysaurus? Can go up to 18. Okay, so we're probably going to end up having up to 16 animals in this pen, because we don't have anybody else who has like a higher requirement. I've also just realised that Allosaurus has a pop cap of 16. What actually is the population in this pen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we do have... I know I was considering last time that we actually have a bit more room in this pen. If we want to. Okay, so let's work on some Chunkysauruses. So if we... hang on. If I've got a pop cap of... 9. Oh, it's 9 not including the Hyang. If I've got 8 in there already, I had 2 chunky sauruses. That brings us up to 10. Who has a pop cap of 16? There's a few with 16. I wish there were filters as well in this. It would be much more useful. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Okay, Gigant Spine goes up to 16 and requires 4. So we could have 2 Chunkies, bringing us up to 10, 4 of you, bringing us up to 14 out of 16. Who else has a paper 16? You need 3, so we wouldn't have room for you if we did that. And we can have 2 Sinoceratops, which brings us up to 16 out of 16. And our Hyang, our Hyang goes off to the great dinosaur stable in the sky, possibly. So that's what we can do with this. So let's get on that. Where's Chunky? Chunkysaurus. How many do you need? You need 4, yeah. Okay. Chunkysaurus. I don't know which of you gives the most resilience. Intensive repair gives 70. Okay, intensive repair. Shark. Shark. Oh, sorry, this isn't a lizard, this is a Komodo dragon. The other one's the lizard. The defense genius from the lizard. Incubate. And you need a friend who's gonna have a different colour. What colour are we gonna go for? I don't have many tundra dinosaurs, so let's have a tundra dinosaur. There we go. Get you cooking up. In the meantime, I wonder actually, what's Hyang's space requirement? Where are you? Oh, you need quite a lot of space, actually. I was wondering if I could put you in the empty pen that's, wherever the empty pen is. This one, but I think that's going to be too small for you. So we might have to, sell you off, unfortunately. I think this pen is full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. We've got 20 here, but I think Spotoborosaurus caps us to 20. Or, alternatively, we could finish off this pen. Because we know we're going to have a pen here. We could finish this off and move you over to that for now. So that we don't have to get rid of you just yet. The other thing is this pen is much larger than it needs to be currently. It probably will get shrunk by me. The question is just making sure that, like, wait for the words to catch up with my brain. Then it's just making sure that there's enough room that the dinosaurs can, like, move around in, and the car can get in without being destroyed. Because when you really tightly pack in dinosaurs, even this is pushing it a bit, but when you really tightly pack in dinosaurs, you actually can't get cars in there because they can't drive through all the dinosaurs, and they get destroyed by the dinosaurs. Which isn't ideal, in case you were wondering. Yeah, this is a really small pen. I think some of the antisocial boys dinosaurs already. I think some of the antisocial boys have quite low space requirements, so we'll probably end up putting some ankylosaurs in there. Or if not, maybe that one that's like, I must be 3 of the 9 things you have in this pen. Here's chunky number 1. Bonk. He tried to do a big rear up and roar, it didn't really work. He's currently lonely, he won't be as soon as he gets out of the way. It's chunky number 2. Chunky by name and chunky by nature. Oh no, he tried as well, it still didn't work.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Hyangosaurus to the party.
As soon as he's through the gate, close the gate quickly before that dinosaur comes through. He was trying, he was trying. Yeah, so now we're up to 11 including Hyang. I really need to get working on this pen. I'm gonna create here. I don't know how I'm gonna make it either. Like, I guess partly because I don't know what dinosaur it's gonna be for. It's probably gonna be for another carnivore, because we don't have that many herbivores left, and I want to put them near the hotel so that we don't have our hotel surrounded by carnivores, because that sounds like a terrible idea. Our other hotel is going to be going up in this area up here. In fact, we can probably put that down now, let's be honest. If I get out a landscaping tool, just remove all the forest so I know where like the boundary line is. I could have done this before, but I wasn't clever enough to have thought about it before. But just like, wherever I can remove trees from is where the boundary line is. So, after that act of wanton ecological vandalism, no, I want guest hotel. Rayfire says, sounds like an idea from Jurassic Park, having the carnivores near the hotel. Yeah, I'm far too paranoid for that. Even though actually, of course, like in terms of the game, the dinosaurs can only eat people who are wandering about. So actually having the dinosaurs near the hotel in-game is theoretically kind of optimal, because they can't eat the guests that are in the hotel. So the only, like, you know, the only bit of path that they have exposure to people on is the bit like right outside the hotel doors. Which is a very weird sort of separation of the gameplay versus the story. What the hell button am I looking for? Oh, it's X and C, isn't it? No, it's X and Z. There we are. Yeah, pop you in there. And it's going to moan at us because it's not connected up to anything. I need to connect it up to something so that I can actually see what area the hotel can see. But this isn't necessarily going to stay looking like this. I need to see where it can see, because I need to see how far out this way to bring the pens, basically. I'll tell you what, actually, I could and should be working on the next dinosaur for this at the same time. That would be more efficient. Oh! We have a Yes Sir Envy. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. What am I looking for? Who is it? Not you. Oh, it's Gigant Spino, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Not a dinosaur I used very much in this game. I think I only sort of unlocked it right at the end. You are enjoying it? Well, I'm glad to hear it. We've got a shark. If you would like a dinosaur randomly named after you for some reason, feel free to let me know. Oh, actually, the intensive repair and the shark have the same. I hadn't realised they have the same resilience effect. But I'm looking for the Komodo dragon. This one. Well, this guy's got 2 habitat gene loci as well. Interesting. There we go. Okay, let's incubate one of you. Then we need to modify you to give you a different colour scheme. 1, 2. Oh, we've got lots of colour schemes potentially here. We'll have a tiger, a jungle, and a vivid, I think. Incubate, and then we've got to go over. For the other 2, we have to go over to this one. Cook you up over here. Have I named a dinosaur Fluffy? I have not named a dinosaur Fluffy. Dinosaurs are not, in this game, particularly fluffy, which is a great shame, and I know everyone and their mother says it about the Jurassic Park franchise, like, oh, aren't there any feathered dinosaurs in it? I think there actually is in the new Jurassic World, maybe. There might even be a feathered one. But, oh, that's so annoying. But no, I have not called any dinosaur Fluffy. I can name a dinosaur Fluffy if you like. Which dinosaur would you like to be called Fluffy? I feel like Fluffy would be a good name for Allosaurus with its stupid eyebrows. Where is he? There he is. Are you fluffy? Are you feeling fluffy today? God, you look awful. Fences. Theoretically, we should be fine with heavy steel. I am going to want the gate. Classic airlock system. Whichever dinosaur is the least fluffy, really, because irony. Well, that's the thing, like, none of them are very fluffy. They're all very unfluffy. I might even go so far as to say they are all remarkably unfluffy. Here-ish. Round it round like that. There we go, that's pretty good. I can actually bring this out a bit further. Here specifically. Well, this bit isn't super well covered, that bit isn't covered at all, but it's probably fine. We might have not great dinosaur visibility from here. It'll be fine. Okay. Our dinosaurs that are cooking are starting to be ready. This is good news for us. Just gotta wrap this hotel in fencing really quick. And that'll give them all time to be ready so that we can have them all at once. Oh, come on! Fine, be that way. Come on, let me in. There we go. Building constraints. There we go. Okay. You now have a fully enclosed thing. Yes, you are. We're gonna divot a little bit of water in here. Just enough to tide over our Hyang. Some water there. And some forest along the back. That bit, which people can't see anyway. And maybe along this side, which people can't see anyway. That's hopefully enough, and you also need a feeder, which will plop there, I guess. Okay, are you guys all now finished cooking? Yes, you are. Fantastic. Okay, we can get to you in just a minute, but I want to prank the Hyangosaurus first. No, that's a Chunkysaurus. Where's Spare? Spare? There's Spare.
Adding to the list.
Gotta think which dinosaur is fluffy. Actually, I tell you what's not fluffy. The Archaeornithomimus. It came out and I was like, God, this looks tremendously like skinny, bone thin, unhealthy. So you shall be fluffy. Huh. Where do I just put the hotel? It's over here somewhere. There we go. Pop in down there. Okay, that's Spare. The next thing we need to do is we need to release our first two giant spinos. I know it does like its own music, but I wanted to do mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome our guest Hyangosaurus to the park.
Confirming task.
He is lonely. So we're going to shoot him. We're going to shoot him to minimize loneliness. This is a sensible strategy and not at all inhumane. Also, I can't bloody see this dinosaur properly. They really needed to add slightly better lighting.
Task received.
Also, being slow and useless. Ah, it's because I haven't given you any accuracy upgrades, that's why. Let's give you 1 reload speed. For that, suddenly, he learnt how to shoot better, halfway through the flight. Did I remember to give you upgrades? I gave you upgrades. Oh, I didn't give you the scheduling upgrade. I forgot about that. Right, I unfortunately can't actually see where I'm putting them. It's over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's in the right pen. If not, there may be deaths. So I'm fairly sure that's in the right pen. Hang on, ICU center. No, not the helicopter, I want the center. Right, move that, and scheduling. Right. You now equip the same? Oh, I didn't give this one reload speed at all. Okay.
Transporting asset.
There we go.
Transportation in progress.
Okay, these two are in flight. We want to wait just a little bit so that they're touching down like as our first guy is coming out, or possibly even as our second guy is coming out. Actually, so actually we could probably release another one now, I suppose. I love the big old shoulder blades he's got. They're so good. Oh, he had a slightly better go of the rear up and raw than Chunky did.
Dinosaurs to the party.
Oh, I can hear. I think that's the Metria cat from the other side of the fence being antsy and irritable. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a giant Spinosaurus to the party.
These guys are just touching down. How many feeders do I have? Probably not enough. I could probably do with another feeder. They're all touched down, so you don't have enough social. Lovely. Let's get you guys another feeder. This is annoying. Because where I would like to put it, and where I am able to put it, seem to be vastly distinct. Nope, no, this one. Like I'd like to put it sort of somewhere over here. I'm not sure what it's obstructed by. I guess it's obstructed by this, but I'm not really sure. Because I don't want it too close to the other feeder is the thing. What are you obstructed by? Ugh, these paths, these gyrosphere paths, I love them. I love the gyrosphere to pieces, but sometimes it's really annoying. Oh, that's just deleted a huge chunk of forest. I think we should be fine, because like I said, this pen is way larger than it needs to be. Oh, I didn't actually check if Hyang was okay up here. Spare? You doing good, Spare? Yeah, he's fine. He's looking at all the guests. Oh, we've ticked up above 4 stars, which is nice. I think mostly from that hotel. I don't actually know what we need more of for hotel rating. Shelter protection is great. I actually haven't looked at shelters in a while. Let's look at shelters. Let's see where isn't covered by shelters. Anywhere down here is not covered by shelters at all. And this entire side is not covered by shelters at all. That's fine, we'll put them in later. Famous last words. Oh, actually, I did want to work on this district. I said specifically, like at the start of today, we're going to have to remember to work on this district so that we actually get some guest facilities, like, in. And this bit of path, for some reason, isn't connected up. There we go. Did that. Right, what do we want over here? We kind of want a mix of things over here, but what does the game think that we need? The game thinks we need a lot more shopping and a lot more bathrooms. But principally, that's fine. I guess we'll have a clothes shop. Oh, we need to get rid of the water. There we go. Actually, do we want a clothes shop? Or do I want a different shop? Maybe I want a toy shop out here. Boop. Yeah, as mentioned, those restrooms. Given where our next nearest restrooms are, I probably want them on this side. I think. Although I could have them kind of on this corner, which would be a vaguely sensible place to have them. But, have restrooms there. we're gonna have another set of restrooms over here. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, we're not quite gonna have that. But we're gonna come as close as we possibly can. Oh, I dislike building constraints. Because it doesn't really tell you what the building constraints are. Yeah, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new toilet facility has been added for your comfort and convenience.
I need to make this look good. Go. You're all hooked up. Okay, so how are we feeling now? We still need a bit more shopping and possibly some more food, perhaps. Let's have a gift shop down here as well then. How much room have we got? We've got actually room for an enclosure on this side. Somebody is without power. Who is without power? You're without power. We got a power limit already. Yes, we are. Okay, need another power station. I honestly could probably put it over here, and it wouldn't be a disaster. It'd be ugly as sin, but it wouldn't be a disaster. Where's Spare? Spare's over there. Hang on a sec, Spare. Ah, but is that sensible and optimal? Are there other nooks that we can tuck it into? Like, say, back here, perhaps? Or even back here. I know I was gonna put an enclosure in here, but like, there's no good... Oh no, I've got a viewing gallery in here, never mind. I was about to say there's no good viewing gallery spots, but I guess I found one in the end. Where else would be a good spot for one? Can I fit one off here? There's no nice way to hook it up to a path, because I don't think I can put a path under this. No, I totally can put a path under that, never mind. Although, I don't know if I can put a path around the back of these. And I've put them quite tightly together. Oh, and we have a first time chat from Flamingo Pap YT. Hi there, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Just figuring out some power problems. Well, the power's not the problem. The problem is where to put the power. That's not like unduly ugly. Probably up here. Just have this be the power district. Oop. I can make it into that. We need a path. Go, just make all the odd ends that we don't need. And what are we doing with this? We're giving it 2 outage protection 3s and 3 improved output 3s. And that will see us well for quite a while. I'm wondering actually if I should have given it more space so I could fit a path through and have just some horrendous path going like along the back here. And put a power station in there. It's probably not wise. Oh my god, these take so long to build, I'd forgotten. Christ. At least the one that was without power... Oh, I thought it was this one without power. It's this one without power. I was about to say at least the one without power isn't one that we're using. But never mind. Don't know how the game decides which ones don't get to have power. I guess there's 5 guests in here looking at nothing. What are you doing? You can't see anything from here. There's just trees. If I cared, I'd just turn that off. Even the monorail track is kind of not looking great over this bit. Oh my god, it's still going. There we go. Alright. Outage protection. Outage protection. Improved output. There we go. Okay, that should give us loads of power. 165 power. We now have spare. We can get on with building this district that I wanted to build. Put all the stuff up to 5. The escape button one too many times. I need more stuff for restrooms as well. It's impressive that we have 5 people employed full-time just cleaning these bathrooms. Those bathrooms better be spotless. Double check that everywhere has max staff. Because there is no reason for us not to. I think that is all of our things now at max staff. Don't think the hotel has staff, no. Overcrowding is still pretty high. We could definitely afford to fit in another hotel. If we can find the space for it. Which, I mean, we probably can. The only question is, where do we want it? This actually would have probably been a nice little niche for a hotel, but I've now built ugly power stations along the back. Although, there might be room to fit a hotel in the middle. Yeah, there is. Should I put the hotel here? It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Apologize to the pond. Where are you going? I think over here. This unused space will bother me though. So I guess we'll put it there. Have as little unused space as possible. And it is visible from the monorail station. Can I build a path across water, or will it not let me? It will not let me. I have to actually get rid of the water manually. Go. Okie doke. Now, what other things do we need? We could maybe do with some more food, some more shopping, some more fun. I know I'm going to build lots of food over here in this area. This substation is also going to have to go. It can't be there. It can't be like that. It's not allowed. Okay, Brachiosaurus is fine for grassland and forest. It's Momenchi. You're right on the edge of your limit for forest. Just wondering where I can put this. I'll tell you what, I could probably... Oh no, I can't move it over here. It won't... Well, maybe it'll reach. Hang on a sec. Power. Large substation. No, it won't reach. Who doesn't have power? Oh, is there no substation that covers this area? Oh, I guess there isn't. Fair enough. Okay, you can have... You're just gonna get a small one, because there's like nothing else that's gonna go here. I guess we're gonna put a bloody large substation there. Is what it looks like, although... That actually might free up... Yes, that should free us up to actually get rid of this substation if we want to. Oh, our power network's about to go completely mental. But 5+. Oh, okay. Okay, our power network's fine, again. But all of this area is currently without power until that's built. There we go. Lovely jubbly. I can even put this further up if I wanted to. Oh, I was looking at power over here. And the answer is no. If I put it like over here, I won't be able to cover all the stuff that I put down here. That is annoying. Yes, okay, I need... Hang on, I need to remember what I put over here. Bar, restaurant, bowling alley, arcade, clothes shop. Bar. Oh, the terrain's being a pain. We're on just enough of a slope that these gates are causing us a problem. We're gonna have to pray that... Ah, I was gonna say we have to pray that thingy won't break out, but apparently he has no intentions of breaking out, so that's nice. Where's that bar? Bar... Up here... I might actually put the ranger access point behind here, or behind here, perhaps. They could even actually, if I'm going to have an enclosure over here, which is likely, they could even go in through that enclosure. I might not even need this airlock bit. Where is Spare at the moment? Spare's over there. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Help, comfort. Oh, why are you giving me help for comfort? Is somebody not comfort? You are not comfort. Oh, you're not comfort because you've got no forest. Oh god. Because I cordoned off by accident all of the forest that you had. Whoops! I'm so sorry, Spare! I'm so sorry! I did also name you Spare, which wasn't very friendly of me. Oh god. It's fine. It's fine! Guests. Where's the restaurant? Terrain. Why you gotta be like this? Painting nature. Flamingo Pat asks, you got the Jurassic Park Ranger vehicle skin. I don't think so? If that's its own DLC, then no. But I have some DLCs. I don't seem to be able to change skin, so I'm going to assume the answer is no. I'm not a big one for cosmetic DLCs. in games, I must admit. Have a big smooth. Big smooth. I kind of want a bigger than that smooth, if I'm honest. Flatten. And then smooth here. And smooth across here as well. It's not DLC, it's free. Huh. Okay, if it's free, I almost certainly do have it. I have no idea how to get it though. Is there... Ah! Ah! Hello! 1993 Jeep. Is it this one? The one I want? There we go. Oh, we've given our Jeeps a paint job! Oh, thank you for pointing that out, Flamingo. I had no idea that I could do that. Or maybe I did and I just forgot. One of the two. They are both very likely. I can probably give my other guys a paint job as well if I want. Where's my Ranger team? Does anyone know? Where's my Ranger team? What skin do you want to have? Actually, I kind of like having one JP and one JW. So I'll keep it like that. Anyway, restaurant. Alright, I was busy dealing with the terrain. There's also a fence causing me grief. Why are you causing me grief? I really hope Spare isn't nearby, because he'll go mental. Fine, I'll flatten it even further. Make it look even more ugly, if that's what you want. If that is what you desire of me, I will do it for you, game. So I put down my bloody restaurant opposite my bloody bar. Oh dear. Okay, now this large substation has to be made. I think if I put it up behind this, it will be okay. Go, we're just waiting for that to be built. For that to be built. Okay, now what else? I had a clothes shop. We can literally just about squeeze in here. I had a bowling alley, which is the weirdest thing to have in Jurassic Park, it must be said. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Flamingo, as well. That's really nice of you. And then... I wanted an arcade and some restrooms. And a shelter. I need a shelter as well. So the question becomes, where's the best place to put those things? Well, this is probably on this bit here somewhere. But this area is quite annoying to try and cover with a thing. So maybe, do I want then all these? Oh, these things I already got, that's why. And apart from a greenhouse. Oh, this is DLC. Okay. The enclosures. The platform. So I could have a viewing platform go like that. If I wanted. Oh, but there's space up here which I want to fill. So I probably actually want it to be kind of like that? Or do I want to put... I wish I could see the boundaries of the map without having my mouse near them. I think that would be very useful to me. Okay, if I put this sort of here, I can then have more guest buildings up behind, I think, is the strat. So that, what was it? That was the arcade I wanted to put down. That.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new room for you to gain an elevated view of our dinosaurs.
And in an ideal world, I'd fit some restrooms in here, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I think they're going to have to go on this side. That's fine. Oh, and a shelter. I need a shelter. I forgot about the shelter. Let's see, shelter can just be snuck kind of somewhere in here. How do I feel about this as an area for a shelter? I feel okay with that as an area for a shelter. Go. I honestly could put the restrooms up there, probably. I don't know if the terrain would let me. But it's not a good place for them anyway. It's fine. There's more restrooms. Okay, we're gonna need the shelter down here, for sure. I want to wait till that one's finished so I know what's covered by it before I put that down. Currently don't have too many guests here, although our park overcrowding is now at a much more reasonable level because we've got this other hotel, which is nice. That shelter's now up. So there's not that much space not covered by our existing shelters. I do really kind of want to put it right up here if I can. Shelter. Okay. So, now we can see... Oh, we're so close to 5 stars. We're at 5 stars on Dinosaur. What do we need? We need a bit more food still, astonishingly. I think that might be kind of it. We're at 97% dinosaur visibility, which I love. We're great off for restrooms. We will be better off for monorail once I've put in the last monorail station. Which I guess is gonna be here-ish, and then we can make it a final like circular route as well. I haven't really thought about how I'm gonna divvy this area up in terms of like sightlines. That's quite inefficient. That is much more efficient. Oh, but there's that area over there then. Okay, I'm gonna demolish this restrooms, even though I just put it in a really good spot. I'm gonna demolish that because I want to put an enclosure here. A viewing gallery here even. How far does that go? We can go up to sort of there-ish. That will be fine. I'm thinking we'll put a path here. Up behind the back of these buildings, which is where the loos would go. And then we'll put the monorail like along here. I could honestly even have a gyrosphere here if I wanted. There's room to put one in. And then it can go all along the back of this and around there. That might not be a bad idea.
We have added a new viewing gallery for you.
Let's do that. We're gonna leave you finished for now. Dip. Then we've got this sort of whole area for our monorail station restrooms. What are you obstructed by? Oh, you're obstructed by this pylon. Well, I hope no one needed that power. Okay, I'm gonna put the restrooms in first, so that I know where I have space for them. Ba-doo. That's really annoying. Go. That monorail track looks good. Just gotta kind of decide where we want this bit to go. There we are. I like that. I like that as a monorail track. And now, I believe our monorail track is like complete. This whole bit of power network is completely disconnected. So annoying. Just gonna do that. And most things, you haven't got a thing and you're not connected to the road. That's both fine. Actually, I think I want to make this whole precinct like a fancy path. There we go. I like having all the bits around the hotels as fancy path. For whatever reason. Flamingo asked, how long have you been streaming today? About an hour and a quarter? You should be able to see it underneath like where the stream is. It should say like live for 1 hour and 13 minutes. Okay. Right, our transport rating is now great. We desperately need more shopping and more food are the things we like primarily need. I am gonna have more food over here. I suppose if we've got a hotel over here, I can actually have some hotel adjacent facilities over here as well. Those could be some of the things that use up this spare space. So I need more food, so I need a restaurant. Oh, this is horrendous. This is not gonna fit anywhere. Let me just see if I can just hook this power up, like, over here, so that when I destroy this, it doesn't all go mental every time. Now it only a little bit goes mental every time. I need to get rid of some of this water again. I don't like having to get rid of all the water. I like the natural water features, but you don't have a choice. Really. Actually, where does this see up to? I can't tell because it's got no... I don't think that's going to cover the hotel, is it? Maybe, if it's kind and generous. We'll find out, I suppose. Oh, yeah, it's powered! Okay, amazing. Thank you, little substation. The little substation that could, anyway. Now let's see where you can see. So you can kind of see on this side. So I guess we're going to put the restaurant over here. Now we could put the bowling alley here. We might need to get rid of this thing. Just think, what else has good food rating? So bar has food 1, drink 4. Bowling alley. Okay, a bar might be a better choice then. I really wish you could, like, keep seeing that. Doesn't go right where this is, unfortunately. Oh, somebody's got a disease. And my ranger station is currently, of course, not working. Because it's got no power to it. Oh, you're kidding me, that's so annoying. Welcome back! Who's diseased? You're diseased. Oh god, you're gonna take 8 billion dots. A task. Medicate this dinosaur. Luckily, this is literally the first thing you come to. Unluckily, you have to do a stupid little 3-point in order to get there. You guys just like sat in your jeeps constantly. Please drink responsibly. Especially when there's dinosaurs around. Vroom vroom. Oh my god! That... Look how tiny he is compared to these. He's medicating the wrong dinosaur because it's in the way! Oh, I love it. I love it. Can I drive you? I can. Bonk. Bonk. There we go. Oh my god, it's so big! Oh my gosh, you can't even get it in frame properly. Flamingo Pap asks, do you have JW2? I do, but I thought I kind of wanted to finish off all of JW1 before I got started on 2. Oh no. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh, they've met the Allosaurus. Run away! I really hope I can drive through this. Oh, I can't drive through that. Oh, this is the problem with forest in this game, is you can't drive through it. Gotta find a way around. Ow.
Ranger vehicle under attack.
Oh god, there's so many of them. What's the Skywalker? There's too many of them. What are we going to do? I think this is the way out. Oh, I really hope this is the way out. Okay, that's the way out. Thank goodness for that. Okay, we saved their lives. Flamingo says, I have it, but to be honest, you think the first is better? Oh, I am sort of surprised. I don't have much of an opinion on like which is better myself, but I know that a lot of people do enjoy JWE 2, so I'd assumed that it was likely to be, you know, the same, but also with all the improvements that come from the sequel. Where do I think I can fit in a second gate? Do I think I can fit in a second gate? Oh? Maybe. There. Okay. Now do I think I can actually, like... get that to be inside the enclosure? And the answer is no, I do not. Okay. Come on. Come on, gang. I need another gate in here. I suppose we could just delete a bit of fence. Chunky, not chunky, spares on the other side. You won't get back round in time. Come on. Does it really have to be all the way over there? Need terrain gem. Terrain gem. Terrain minip. That's more like it. I really hope I can, like, fit the track out the door here. Okay, yes I can, just about. There we go. So now we've got a nice airlock in that'll serve this potentially whole area. If we need it to, like I said, we might not need it to, we might be able to just like go in through here. We are so close to 5 stars. What do I need? I need more food, I need more shopping. The same things I always bloody need more of. Which is worse? Shopping is currently slightly worse. Well, we've got room back here. I can add in another clothes shop. I must admit, I really don't like how many like buildings like this you need relative to the amount of park you have. It feels excessive. I also might actually want to move this enclosure. I don't think this enclosure is particularly well placed. Not enclosure, this gallery. There's all this room up here. Demolish that. Currently doesn't attach to anything anyway. So the question is, once this one opens up the bloody way, do I want a gallery here? Perhaps? Or do I want a long one that looks up like that? No, that's hideously inefficient. Where was it? I'm in the wrong. That's why I can't find it. I think it says I paid $76. Like 1 month later, it was $40. You haven't played it in a long time. Oh dear. Oh no. I guess this one will go kind of directly behind that. Or maybe this one will go here, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know path's not connected.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Oh,
visited a
you
new
stupid
area
thing!
to observe our magnificent creatures.
There we go. Hang on, once again, I'm gonna have to use the deforest tactic just to figure out where the world border is. Hello everybody, and hopefully we are back. Apologies for a little bit of a stream death there. My OBS decided to crash, which wasn't fun. It just does that sometimes. Just of its own volition. If I knew why, I would make it stop, but I don't. I hope you can all hear me and indeed see me again now, though. OBS says that you can. So I'm going to take it on faith that you can see me as we continue to try and figure out where to put all these bloody buildings. Put that one there, and then what I'm thinking is get a long one to go up into that area. It's my current plan. We do have to wait for the bloody thing to finish being built so we can actually see where it looks, which is really annoying and a very dumb mechanic. But what canst thou do? Okie doke. Right, now we can see where that looks, we can see where's not covered. Once this train goes past, we'll be able to see how to get, like, up there. That's probably okay. I can live with that. It's not the most efficient, but I can live with it. I don't like that, that's not what I was going for. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, so now we've got that area, we know how that's going to be covered. I don't know how many enclosures I'm going to need over here yet. Like I said, this is probably going to be mostly for the antisocial herbivores. I'm concerned about this. This might end up being a meat eater area around the hotel. We might end up doing the Jurassic Park thing, even though it's a really bad idea. So yeah, I'm just gonna so this gyrosphere stops bothering me. We know that it's sort of gonna go something like this. Around here. Up here. It's going to at least touch into this hotel. area. Probably not go all the way in. It's gonna come round, back out, back out. Back through. And around like that. Okay, so we've got a nice long route for it. We'll add in fencing along it as we go. The poor people who actually use this gyrosphere are gonna be like, oh, I'd like to go on a gyrosphere tour to see the dinosaurs. And then they can see there's one dinosaur in this enclosure that makes up 5% of the route, and then they'll just go on an extended lengthy tour of just some rainforest. But it's fine. It's fine, I tell you. If I keep telling you it, it will continue to be fine. I need more stuff. I actually need to put all of these guys' stuffs up, don't I? Just up to max. That will help a lot. The arcade as well. You don't have staff. All these guys as well. Stuff up. Welcome back. Apologies for the stream death. And it was a bit of an issue. We are at a full 5 stars now. Amazing. That's really good news. So theoretically we don't need to add any more guest buildings. Theoretically we've got enough. I do have space so that if that changes later I can do it. I know I wasn't even like planning to go for 5 stars. That's just a thing that sort of happened. We have room back here for another power station theoretically, that we'll probably need at some point. Especially if we're going to have lots of meat-eating dinosaur enclosures. Oh god. I never actually finished fleshing out this enclosure, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we've got space for 2 more. I think I was going to put some Sinoceratops. So let's get back on the actual, like, dinosauring bits of this dinosaur game. Where are you? Sinoceratops. I could alternately put 1 Triceratops in and have spare back again, I guess. Okay. Don't give me a heart attack like that from go. I can't spell. There we go. Sinoceratops, 2 to 16. You seem to have a hole in your face as well, I should point out. So this little Sinoceratops. What gives us... Oh, we want the crow. There we go. Crow, lizard, shark. You got like 1 of every gene. And then you've got a second defense. Or lizard. There we go. We're gonna incubate you. We're gonna get another one. We're gonna change what color you are. I'm gonna have a steppe or a coastal. Let's have a steppe. I think it says you have the dinosaurs genes on 100%. I think I have all of the non-DLC ones on 100% unlock. Yeah, I do. But all of these... I finished the game on stream, actually. I finished the game, and then I went up and I just 100%ed all the genomes. But then, only after that did I buy whichever bit of DLC it is that I bought. Which gives access to some of the other, like the classic Jurassic Park missions, but also some new species that I haven't. Oh, that's a small meat eater. Oh, and that! Look at this thing, just from its silhouette. Look at how like hideously gangly and skinny this thing is. My god. Yeah, I don't actually know what that's going to be. This creature here. Interesting. I was doing something, I can't remember what it was. Oh, I was going to divvy this up probably into lots of little things, and then we'll have to find somewhere else to put spare again. But if we need, I could put the stegosaurs around this one. I could definitely put the stegosaurs around this one. Flamingo Pap says, I have almost all the Dinopax DLC. Some of them are kind of cool. I looked at the Dinopax DLC and I'm like, I love the idea of having more dinos in my game. But even when it's on sale and it's like £2 for a DLC, I still don't think I'm going to get £2 worth of value out of 3 extra dinosaurs for this game. You know, like, because it's not like it comes with any sort of, like, missions that require you to use them particularly in the story mode. So they're just other things that you could add in instead of the dinosaurs that are already here if you wanted to. I'm like, I would like to have it, but I not enough to spend money on it. Yeah, let's... Dinosaur. Oh god, these guys are done so quick. There we go. Oh, I hadn't realised actually I'd left that gate open. Oh no, our Parasaurolophus are coming in! That's not what we want! Hello. He's tired and old and he's literally just been born. That's tragic. He's done with life already, and he's only been in the world for less than a minute. Okay, sign number 2, out you come. We won't be able to see your pattern very well because it's sunset. Well, the sunset looks gorgeous, but it means we can't see the colours properly. There we go. Hopefully should stop being lonely. There we go. If we're super lucky, we can close the gate, close the gate, close the gate. That's the bloody dinosaur! Close the gate! Close the gate! Ah, it's too late! Open the gate! Open the gate! The dinosaur went through! Gosh darn it! I have to have this gate open until you leave. I suppose it's theoretically possible for a dinosaur to try and sneak down here. I don't think they will. Right. Flamingo says, what's your favourite dinosaur? I think I actually have a command for that. It's not that one. There we go. I should make dinosaur actually call that as well, though. Like exclamation mark dinosaur. Why? You look upset, sir. Okay, apparently that's just your roaming animation, is it? Yeah, it's Leonosaura because I watched Walking with Dinosaurs when I was young, and that's the dinosaur that like most took me from the show because it's sweet and young and not sweet and young, sweet and small and stuff. Right, so now we have all the dinosaurs in here that we're ever going to have in here. And we have more space than we need. We don't have too much more forest space, but we can convert them like one to the other. Because it really is, it's only the Chunky and the Gigant Spino that have like moderately significant space requirements. So actually, let's take this opportunity now to just... I can't see what I'm obstructed by, because it's too bloody dark. What's obstructing me? Why isn't there a torch? What are you obstructed by? Oh, you're obstructed by the bloody track. Oh no. What a disaster. Right, okay. So we've cordoned off that bit. It's a good start. I'd like, if possible, to make it even smaller, but we then have to deal with the fact that we've got these gyrospheres. Although our gyrosphere route can change. But we also have to have the rangers getting in. This probably is then the minimum size that this enclosure could be. I might be able to cut off a little bit more up here. Link says, do you play Ark? Because your avatar kind of looks like an Ark guy. I have never played Ark. I do intend to play Ark one day, and indeed I intend to play it on stream. But I haven't yet kind of got around to it, because it's quite a meaty game. And I'm waiting for a time when I feel like I've got enough sort of like space, if you will, on stream. Okay. I'm gonna need to just very quickly tranquilize these two dinosaurs and move them across, otherwise everyone will start to panic. But we've now got a sort of a sensibly slightly smaller thing. Hang on. Let's just hop you just over this fence. I need to make sure that our chunky boy... You need more forest. Okay. That's okay. Do you more forest? We can probably do you more forest. Where are you? Ugh, annoyingly, like, this space, you'd think you could fit a tree in here, but the game doesn't let you, and you can't just, like, place individual trees. Which is kind of what I want to be able to do. So I'm gonna have to put them in stupid places instead. Like there. Because all this that we're putting down with the forest tool doesn't actually count as forest. I don't think. I really need to set the time today. I like having the day-night cycle on, but like, I just can't work in the dark. It's just too much. Well, I haven't transported you across, which isn't going to be helping.
Asset requiring collection.
Why can I not get rid of this tree? There we go. Okay, you've got enough forest. Where's Chunky? You have just about enough forest, but it's distributed really badly. So, can we distribute it more sensibly? It's also really, really annoying that you can't like individually place these gates apart from as part of this track. And the only way to edit the route is by going through here. Like, it's a really bad system. I know it makes the pen bigger, which I didn't want to do, but it might let me actually put this in, so we can finish this route. Like that. Because what I now want to do is I want to get rid of this side and see if we can run this much more closely down here. that. There we go. Alright, so now we might be able to sort of purpose this forest area in a slightly more sensible way around this enclosure. Although I realise that actually what I want to do first, and I should have done this before, is I want to kind of do the same up here. Oh, dinosaurs are getting really cross while we're doing this. Flinger says, yes, soon there will come the second game. Oh, the sequel to Ark. I can't be too excited for the sequel to Ark because I've not even played the original Ark. Right, okay. Nope, okay, forest. Add forest. Okay, so first we want to forest up all along the back wall there. And then along that back wall there. Those are good places to forest. Then we need to find our chunkies, see how unhappy they are. Okay, they need a little bit more forest. A little bit more forest than this we can kind of do. How's that for you? Yes, okay. They're happy now. Wonderful. We've shrunk the size of the pen successfully. It still looks fairly nice from like this perspective. You can still see most of it. You can still see plenty of it from the sides, even though for some reason that's not like a metric the game rates you on. I don't understand why. But being able to see dinosaurs through the fence doesn't count. Just doesn't count. Something says just sub to your YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. It's always wonderful to have new people along for the ride. There should be, if you're interested in Jurassic World Evolution, there should be something like 14 parts of me going through the actual story mode. And I've also played a bit of Prehistoric Kingdom, if you like other dinosaur park builder games. Okay. I can't even remember. Oh, I was doing that. So now this is now a complete enclosure. I really want to turn this into a stakey enclosure, I think. Part of the problem with that will be the fact that I don't actually know how, like I can see the numbers if I look at the thing for how much space the stegies need, but I don't really know in sense what that looks like on the map. And I've said before, like one of my main complaints about this game, especially like having played something like PHK that does it better, is the fact that there's no indicator of how big an existing enclosure is. You can't just see that. Boop. I think it says, I'm checking out when you're done with your stream. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, I do want this whole area. We're gonna build up there. There. And then we're going to remember that I have to do a stupid shape to go around this. Oh, the rain's come. Really? You let me build up to here and up to here, but you won't allow me to build across this bit in between. Really, game? Really? Can't see where this fence ends. Is that linked up? That is linked up, okay. Oh, we have a Boom Boom in chat. Welcome, Boom Boom. How's it going? I hope you had a lovely sleep. I assume this is likely to be you having sort of just woken up. Yeah. Ring says, just beat up JW2. The menu is just as confusing as you remember. I know you said that the menu to these games is a bit confusing. I don't really find the menu confusing, per se. I find navigating the game to be quite annoying, because I want to have certain navigation options. Like, when I'm looking at a dinosaur, I want to be able to press H, the hotkey for helicopter, and summon a helicopter. And I can't do that. And when I'm looking at another building, I want to be able to press the H for helicopter and get the helicopter, not get the help. In this case, the help for the helicopter. Also, when I'm in the help that I've accidentally gotten myself into, when I hit the escape button, I want to leave help. I don't want to have the next bit of help apply. So there's just some bad UI choices in general. Where's Edward? Edward is in charge of the UIs. It's all his fault. We'll blame Edward for everything. Was Edward in charge of the UIs? Yes, Edward was in charge of the UIs. We're gonna blame him for everything. This is an interesting fencing tactic. Just the super sharpest corners one can imagine. But it's fine, it's fine. It's probably fine. No, it's not fine. Hang on. Okay. There we go. It's all his fault. There we go. Yeah, so because I don't know how much of the space around this hotel I actually need to reserve for the Steggy enclosure. I don't. How big is this enclosure? Hang on. Where is it? Okay, so this enclosure here. This is about big enough for Chunkingosaurus. Chunkingosaurus. Chunky. You need 4,000 meters of grassland and, let's say, 3,000 meters of forest. Steggy. Actually, let's look at all the stegosaurs that I might have together. So not you. Kentrosaurus. So you need 5,000 and 3,000. There was another person who had up to 16. You're pretty chill. Steggy, you need 5,500 and 3,500. So compared to chunking, you need maybe 50% more, perhaps, in total? Yeah, we'll say 50% more you need. I don't think any of our other ceratopsians are sociable enough for this enclosure that I have planned. You can go up to 14, but you're quite easy on the requirements. You're quite easy on requirements as well. Okay, we might end up sticking some of you two in, or Triceratops in, perhaps. Flamingo says, I like in the JW2 that Jurassic Park is in the game and not a DLC. Given what Jurassic World Evolution was, I don't mind that the Jurassic Park stuff wasn't in the game at launch. I don't feel like Jurassic World Evolution needed to be bigger, so I don't mind it being DLC. God, my throat is absolutely dying. I need to go on mute for a sec. Hang on. Let's leave you with Parasaurolophus 03 here. Uh-oh. This is a bit of a standoff. They've just bumped straight into his face, and he is slowly pushing them back to get at the grass underneath them. And he's actually pushed them well off the road. Like, this is the road here. It's on a bit of a bank, which is a bad idea if you're trying to drive a sphere over it. But he just pushed them so far off the road. Oh dear. Alright, I am fully drained. And hopefully ready to talk for the next hour. Yeah, I gotta figure out how much of this area. So you guys had that much room. So Steggy might need like half of this space. So perhaps up to sort of here-ish. I'm going to suggest. Biddy-doo. Okay, now I do unfortunately need to just demolish these bits of track. Hopefully without demolishing all of the track forever. Need to deforest this so I can see what I'm doing. And then just build just a flat fence across there. And we're gonna put a gate in it. Oh, actually this is gonna be tricky. We need to fit a gate and I suppose I could have the gates along this side and have them leave the enclosure, but because I need to fit the gates and the gyrosphere track through this area. Edit routes. That's gonna be maybe a little tricky. That's as far back as I can go with you. Okay, I don't think I can fit a gate between them. So I guess we're gonna have to have the gate across here. Oh, I should. Oh, I really wish you could edit the gyrosphere path from the path menu. I mean, I wish for many things. There we go, that's probably enough. Actually, having just done that, I just remembered that in order to be like efficient with putting in forest space, you really need to like hug the fences, your gyrospheres. So I'm gonna do it a bit more like that. And this one. Do it a bit more like that. Bit. There, okay. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. I can maybe do something similar over here specifically. I understand you're not supposed to have a gyrosphere that's quite this long, but it's really inconvenient if you do. Okay. So, I'm thinking this will be for our stays. And a few other things. I'm going to want to have at least 2 watering holes, small ones. So we can have one sort of over here. Oh, that's quite large actually. And one in the middle of the track here. I'm probably gonna need more forest than this. So let's put some all along this bit, and maybe along the edge there. We can also have some up there. Hopefully without obstructing things too much. And there. Because we're not really going to have people looking into the enclosure too much from here, but like they might see something. Okay. Oh, I need to put in the gates. Hang on. Try not to demolish the path if we can help it at all. I actually want to make this water smaller. Doesn't need to be so big. Got one. What are you obstructed by? You're just too close to the path, I guess. Okay, so the nice sensible ways in. I need not landscaping, I need a feeder, and I really should have been working on making some stegosaurs while this was going on. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that. We need 5 stegosaurus. Stegosaurus, I think Stegosaurus and Muttaburrasaurus are like the 2 most needy dinosaurs socially. Where's Muttaburra? I think Muttaburra needs 6, right? Yeah. These 2 are just massive pains. So first one has no cosmetic. The fence, we have the lizard, the shark. Let's dress shark, Komodo, shark, lizard, lizard. Yes, okay. I'm gonna incubate one of you. Costs us 1.5 million to incubate that stego. And then we're gonna get a new stego with a new color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one color that we won't be getting. I think we probably won't get vivid this time. Oops, wrong button. Other incubatory over here. Okay, so we've got 4 Stegosaurus cooking. What we'll do is mostly panic. I think what I might do is release one, cook up the next one, then release these 2 and fly them over, and hopefully by that time the 5th one will be done. The other option is I can muck around with the upgrades. So I can get rid of one success rate upgrade and replace it with a capacity upgrade while these guys are still... Once they're finished cooking, so they're already done, and then I have the minimum possibility of like wasting time doing the other one. But it's a lot of faff to do that, so I don't particularly want to if I don't have to. I am going to need... Actually, that's a terrible place for that feeder. I'd like you there, and then I'd like this one more sort of over here. It's probably now not going to be enough forest, but we'll We'll deal with that when we get to it. There's a lot of second guessing of dinosaur requirements because you can't figure out how much forest or whatever there is in an enclosure. This little gyrosphere. There's nothing to see here. We'll just turn back. Yeah, and because the other thing, of course, is that they all have to fly in. I don't know how many dinosaurs I'm actually allowed to fly at once. Honestly, as much as it sucks, what I might actually have to do is fly them all in and then trank them all again. Really not what I want to do. Oh, is that a goat? No, that's a Dilophosaurus. Never mind. Yeah, like I say, not really what I want to do. We may or may not have any other options. We haven't done too many... We haven't done that many dinosaurs today, I feel like. God, I saw the helicopter there. I was like, is that a dinosaur? Is that just a dinosaur chilling? No, there's not, thank God. There's zero point me doing this. There's no point in having upgrades on you. Oh, I'm Boom Boom.
Forever the sub frown.
Thank you so much. Forever the sub. You don't have to be. You just have to find a small donut. Nobody asked what that means because you're not allowed to know. That's an in-joke. I apologize for having in-jokes. Oh bless. But thank you so much for the Prime sub. It is wonderful to have you along the ride, and I know you do get a lot of use out of the old little raw emote, which I love too. It's by far and away my favorite thing I've ever drawn. Release the dinosaur! Da da da!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Stegosaurus to the park.
Please track that dinosaur.
Acknowledged.
While I release... No, I need to incubate another one really quickly. Oh my god, his tail! Didn't even see that, he just broke his tail, I think. You do a little yump. I find the little yumps, as you call them, to be... They're quite adorable. They're very sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know how much like something like this, quote unquote, should be able to rear up. Okay. Next Steggy. All of the Steggies coming out to play. Oh, you're very pretty. I really don't approve of the green stripy back plates, but that's also because I'm a Walking with Dinosaurs child. And I adored the kind of the green with red Steggy that they had there.
ladies and gentlemen,
But you are
we are
very
pleased
pretty
to
looking
welcome a
nonetheless.
Stegosaurus to the park.
No problem.
Okay, number 4. Can't see your colours yet because you're in silhouette. You also do a little yump.
We are pleased to welcome a
Oh, you look very pretty too.
Requesting knowledge.
Yeah, okay. Right, how is number 5 coming on? You're not as far gone as I want you to be. It's going to be a balancing act, because I don't know if I'm actually allowed to release him while he's here, but I can't let his health and his comfort get too low while they're tranquilized. And I've got to remember there's flight time as well. So it's a balancing act. Like, they can't break out while they're tranked, but I can't leave them tranked forever. I can't open them up. I don't think opening. I don't know if opening that would help. I don't think it would, but either way, I can't. I suppose I technically could open this guy to over here. Oh, just open it to the world. Yeah, I don't know what determines the rate of comfort decay. Like, I don't know if it's just like, if they're uncomfortable for anything, it goes down at X% per second. Boom has redeemed a dino fact. Okay, the dino fact I've got for you is that the first 2 dinosaurs to be discovered were... Like, so one of them is Iguanodon, right, which everybody knows. Pretty much everybody knows Iguanodon. Then there's Megalosaurus, which, like, if you know about dinosaurs, you know about Megalosaurus. But other than that, Megalosaurus has kind of faded into obscurity. But the third dinosaur ever to be discovered, or to be named, I should say, rather,
Collecting asset.
like, almost no one has heard of. It's called Hyangosaurus. I think it was also the first dinosaur ever to be, like, assembled and mounted for a display. And just, no one knows about it anymore. So that's my dinosaur fact for you, Boom Boom, for today. It's Hyangosaurus, the third dinosaur ever to be discovered. And the first dinosaur ever to be forgotten about. How close are we? We're pretty close. I'm actually gonna fly this guy so that we can trank the steg literally as he's coming out. Learning about all the unfashionable dinos. Yep! Yep, I mean, you know, ultimately, like most dinosaurs, like Sinoceratops, for example, that boy over there, or Gigantspinosaurus, or Chunkingsaurus. If I'd never played this game, would any of you all have heard of those? I don't even know if I would have heard of Chunkingosaurus if I hadn't played this game. And I'm like into dinosaurs. Okay. Town Creation Lab, release, H, helicopter pilot R. Oh, see, you're super pretty! I'm so glad we chose your color scheme. Oh, you are the prettiest boy! I'm so sorry to everyone else, but you are. Yomp! Oh, being born is very tiring.
We are pleased to welcome you.
Okay. Right, okay. Stegio 5 shouldn't be too far behind his friends. Hopefully they won't go mental and break out. It says you underestimate the power of a silly name. Fair? True? Okay. Are you otherwise healthy? Oh, you need more forest, but you can't have that much less grasslands. Oh, I might have made this enclosure just like a tiny touch too small. What do we think? Oh, you're still unhappy for forest. I don't know if I can do this. There might not be enough room here, just about. There's one more tree. How are you feeling? You still need more forest, do you? Oh, I don't think there's gonna be room! I don't think there's gonna be room! Suppose any of that counts. It does! Amazing! We have literally just edged this into being suitable on both fronts for both of them. I don't quite know how. Wow, the view from the top of the hotel is actually really bad. You can't see anything from here. It's because I'm not stood at the edge. Like, here's the edge of the hotel where if you wanted to look down, you would look from. And here's where I'm actually looking from. They can just about see the one that's actually on a helicopter, and that's it. Hunger says, I didn't know you could do that with the hotel you've done, so I just stole that idea. What, the shrink wrap that I do? I think I've literally done like every hotel I've ever made in this game. Because I'm so finicky about like trying to optimize and what have you. Okay, we did it. We did it, gang. We made a suitable stegosaur enclosure just. Who's the alpha? Stego 2 is currently the alpha. You're also a very pretty boy. I find the stripes on the plates a really weird choice. Honestly. Oh, but look at this! 3 pretty boys standing in a nice little formation. Oh, so good. So good. Anyway. I wanted more stegosaurs to put in there. I wanted some Kentrosaurus to go in there as well, didn't I? I love Kentrosaurus. I don't love them, but I've got a real soft spot for Kentrosaurus. He's of the spiky stegosaurs, he's by far and away my favorite. Not just because he's a local boy, but probably like 90% because he's a local boy, I guess. Okay, and we need 3 of you, right? Yeah, okay. So, which other 2 colors are we gonna have? We're gonna have coastal. We're gonna have wetland and alpine. Because we don't currently have either of those 2 patterns in this enclosure. There's our other thing, there we go. Yeah, like there's lots of stuff that I've just sort of learned over time is the best way of doing things. Stuff like having this sort of small system here, so that you can release stuff into just a tiny little place and trank them and fly them. And having lots of different enclosures all branch off of your creation lab, so that you can fill them up without having to shoot them and fly them if possible. I never did end up adding these extra sauropods that I wanted over here, did I? How have we got of each type? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 Apatosaurus. I think have 2 Mamenchisaurus. 2 Diplodocus and 2 Brachiosaurus. So I could have 1 each more of Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, and Mamenchisaurus. Let's get on that. Let's get on that. I need to figure out what colours I already have. Diplodocus. So you are basic, and Diplodocus 02 is arid. So I want a Diplodocus. There's neither of the above. Let's have a stepped Diplodocus. Oh no, what are you doing, stepped Diplodocus? Where's our next gyrosphere along this route? He's here. He's all the way over here. Because now what it is they start out in an enclosure with a dinosaur, and then they just trek halfway across the island to a different enclosure with a dinosaur. It's very stupid. I love it. Obviously, eventually we will fill this all in with stuff, but right now it's just very stupid, and I love it. Okay. I want to wait until you're all sort of about ready. So we'll wait till you're saying like 90-ish, yeah. We'll go release this one. Well, the Kentrosaurus in this model I don't know exactly how accurate it is, but he's more like 50-50 plates and spikes,
Ladies and gentlemen,
rather than being full
Confirmed.
spike, which is more how I sort of have envisioned them. I have a horrible feeling that I just sent the wrong helicopter off to do that Kentrosaurus. Ooh, you're like white and speckledy. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. You're very nice.
ladies and gentlemen, we are
Setting additional task.
Okay, no, maybe I did send the right one. Oh, I really hope you haven't fallen down a couple of doors. Okay, that's for that. You feel smaller than this one. I guess it's just because this one's closer, but you feel smaller. Brogot albino. It does kind of look like that, actually, doesn't it? I mean, this is a good skin as well. I think just in general they've done really well with the Kentrosaurus. They all look pretty good. As usual, the basic is kind of the most boring, but then, like, that's why you have the color pattern variations. You know?
Acknowledging asset
ba-ba.
collection request.
And you.
Asset requiring collection.
And wait for this guy to fall unconscious. It says preppy dinos. Oh, let me put it down. There we go.
Collecting asset.
Collecting asset. Okay, more stegosaurs for the park. Oh, I do love just a park full of dinos. I don't actually know how much room we have here versus how much room we'll need for my like ultimate goal of one of every type. I still don't know if that's going to be viable. And I still have a sneaky suspicion that Spare might end up not staying with us forever. Which we salute you, Spare. I'm so sorry. I also don't know if I actually be able to fit anything in here. We might not. Might be a bit of wasted space, unfortunately. I don't like wasted space. Don't know if you can tell. But it's particularly awkward because in order to have this bit of the indoor enclosure covered, this guy still needs to be here. Even though, of course, you can't actually see into the indoor enclosure from here. It treats the walls as being transparent, even when they're not. But equally from the path, it treats them as being opaque, even when they're not. It's just a really strange system. Almost as strange as this horrible route the gyrosphere takes to get out of here. Okay. Apart from the minor helicopter crash going on, you are down, and you are, again, just sort of edging a bit, but you have enough space.
Confirming asset
Well-
delivery.
Ooh, that's him waking up. Okay. So that's the annoying ones kind of done. Let's incubate a Camarasaurus while we remember. What are we going to get on you? Let's have a Savannah Camarasaurus. And then we got to think. So we currently have 8 dinosaurs in here. Our current cap is 15. Who else are we going to put in with you? Do I have any more? Oh, I could get Diplodocus on the go, actually. Probably should do that. Now, he is unfortunately going to clip the camera through the wall, so we're not going to get a great shot of this. That's the only downside with my little, like, Hammond Creation Labs setup. And of course, it's really silly that we have them in this tiny little container here. And I then have to release them into this little tiny container here so that I can actually fly them around. Like, that's just daft. It's fun that you get this kind of cutscene. And it's very dramatic. It's a little bit daft. Oh, he so nearly avoided the clipping problem. He was so close. Okay, we're gonna incubate a Brachiosaurus. Let's have a wetland brack. I'm gonna wait for this Diplodocus to eventually trundle through the gate so we can close it behind him. Though actually, it might not be the end of the world if we just leave it open, because we're gonna have the other two coming out afterwards anyway. So, back to the genome library. Not you, you're too antisocial probably. You're too antisocial. You'll take us down to 12, which isn't wonderful, but isn't terrible. We've got you, we've got you. You're kind of too antisocial. You're kind of too antisocial, so are you. So are you, so are you. So Torosaurus will take us down to 13. Styrak will take us down to 14. Both of those would be okay. Sticky Moloch will do 14. We might end up putting some Sticky Molochs in here then. And you'll be happy as a clam at 16. So we've got 8 in here at the moment. Just thinking, we've got 8 at the moment. We can have 1 trike. Brings up to 9 out of 15. 2 of these and 2 of these would bring us up to 13 out of 14. And then we could fit Spare in as well. Because I'm pretty sure Spare doesn't need more space than Steggy. No, he doesn't. Okay, so we'll do that then. We'll have 1 trike, 2 Stiggy Moloch, and 2 Styracosaurus. Boom says his neck bumps really remind me of the cord for spinning a Beyblade. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's great. Okay, let's modify Trike's genome. Crow for attack. Lizard for defense. Lizard for defense. Incubate you. I shouldn't have done you first. That's fine. I also need to go get a transport team. Hey, Spare, guess what? We found you a forever home. Everyone agrees that the Diplodocus would make a great Beyblade ripcord. Apparently. Oh, it's nice that everyone's agreeing and getting along. Hang on, where is he? Where is Diplo 03? There we go. I'm gonna do this myself. I can't believe you missed that first shot. How useless are you, helicopter pilots?
Repositioning.
Right, we're gonna fly you. Having flown you all the way across the map, we're now gonna fly you back all the way across the map.
Heading to
Guess we're
pick
gonna
up the
drop you
asset.
in the trees there, which is obviously the safest place to bring you down. Just smashing the way through all the trees, of course. That does mean that now the gyrospheres have no one on the first little bit of their route. Does the... No, the monorail I guess probably doesn't. Boom says both shots were hits though. Both my shots were hits, but there was like, as soon as I took control of him, there was a little red dart lying on the ground next to him, and he hadn't even started running yet.
Transportation underway.
Ba -ba -ba. Try. They always look a little bit sleepy with their. I guess it's because they've got a massive thing on their eyebrow. It kind of pushes their eyelid down a little bit. Can you just make that guy go night night, please? I add some sticky molochs. Let's modify you. Add a fence, lizards, lifespan shark, resilience Komodo, lifespan shark, and defense lizard. I'm gonna have a different color one. Let's have a rainforest. We don't have a rainforest in this enclosure yet. Rainforest says, what's the smallest dinosaur you can get in this game? Actually, Stingy Moloch is going to be a contender. It's going to either be one of the ornithomimids, they're all kind of about the same size, or one of the pachycephalosaurs, they're all kind of about the same size. Without putting them like directly next to each other, model versus model, I couldn't tell you. I don't think there's stats. The game might have stats. But I can like
Heading to collect the asset.
look at it. Okay, here comes Spare. Oh no, I didn't want to drive that one. I wanted to drive the one I picked. Ah, Spare, where are you? Oh, he's down. Spare. Hi, Spare. Hello. I was hoping to get like an interesting view of you, but I'm just doing this view now. Oh, and he's disappeared into the woods. Oh, our Camarasaurus is finished. Our Brachiosaurus is nearly finished as well. Yeah, in a sec I'll go have a look and see if there's like stats for weight, etc. There might well be. That's the kind of thing I'd put in the game. You know, the same as they do for Pokemon. Like, how tall is a forehead? It's actually like bigger than you. Bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Hyangosaurus to the park.
Oh, I dig those stripes on his leg. That's pretty neat. I kind of gotta wait for him to be out of the way before I can release the Brachiosaurus, so we're gonna go and do the Stingy Molochs first. But yeah, look, like he's tiny. He's probably the smallest dinosaur. Also, of course, I suppose there's a difference between like the smallest dinosaur by the game versus the smallest dinosaur IRL. Because if it's IRL, it could well be Velociraptor. Because Velociraptor is not very big.
We are pleased to welcome
Confirming task.
And just in general, like, I don't feel like me, and also to some extent the public in general, I don't feel like we have a good handle on the scale of dinosaurs. Because we always think about like the really, really big ones. And like there were plenty of small dinosaurs kicking around that we just don't think of because they're not the popular dinosaurs. Partly because they're not the big dinosaurs. Ray says, my laptop would burst into flames if I had any more games on it. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Find somewhere to put me down.
Asset to be collected.
Find somewhere to put you
En
down.
route to collect the asset.
Can't bloody see where that's gonna go down at all, but okay, hopefully that Camarasaurus is now out of the way. Release the Brack! You can actually already see him over the top, even before he's come out. I don't think their necks were actually, like, super flexible, but they're a lot more flexible than we sort of think. I know that much, because when we think of a big long neck, we think of a giraffe, and the flexibility of a giraffe neck is severely hampered by their stupid vertebrae limit for being That's such a good shot! It's just such a shame that you can't see the dinosaur properly because it's in silhouette. It's so dramatic.
We are pleased to welcome a Brachiosaurus to the park.
Thing says, what about a compy? Isn't that really small too? I at least don't have compies in this game. If they are in it, they're in one of the DLCs that I haven't explored yet. I suppose that could be a compy. That would make sense as a compy. Oh, somebody's ill. Who's ill? Who's sick in my park? It's an Azutoceratops. This is one of the more dangerous enclosures for the rangers to enter, so let's hope they get along fine. Oh, IRL, yeah. Compy is very small IRL. I don't know what the smallest dinosaur or smallest non-avian dinosaur, I guess, is that we know about. Like, I don't know which one it is. I suspect that the smallest dinosaur, including birds, is going to be a bird, because there are some heckin' small birds, and we have a much better idea of extant birds than we do of extinct dinosaurs. Okay, where's my stickies? There we are. We've got plenty of room. You are saying you're not happy for social. Oh, your social group is 4! Oh no! Oh, it's a good job I didn't start cooking up those other things, isn't it? Blimey. I completely misread that. I read your population. Uh-oh. Okay. Speed time. We gotta speed breed some dinosaurs. It's a good job they're not big ones, because big ones take longer. Okay. It's fine. Uh-oh. It's a good job we had 2 spare spaces in that enclosure, isn't it? Something says, I think the smallest in the game is Dreadnought. I don't think I know what one that is. The only dinosaur I know that has a name like that, obviously I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge. The only one I can think of that's close to that is Dreadnoughtus, which is definitely not the smallest dinosaur. I'm pretty sure Dreadnoughtus is another one of the really massive sauropods. This is the sort of thing I could Google. I own a phone. First, let's Google Dreadnoughtus. Yeah, Dreadnoughtus is a titanosaurian sauropod. They're the really biggest sauropods. And then smallest dinosaur. Boomer says, I'd think there were little gecko-sized dinos that would just attack the hell out of your toes. I mean, it's really not much of a stretch from, like, the smallest dinosaurs that I can think of, which are things like Compy and Microraptor that are just birds. It's really not a stretch from bird-sized down to gecko-sized. Okay, apparently, according to NBCnews.com, the smallest dinosaur ever found was a weird primitive bird called Oculodentavis, which was preserved inside amber, and it weighs less than 1/10 of an ounce, is just over half an inch long. But the thing is, if you want to exclude birds, you have the really sort of funky line of what do you exclude when you exclude birds? Because the typical line that we draw, and the reason why we call them non-avian dinosaurs, is because we just exclude everything that is crown bird. So everything that is a modern bird, or within like the tree hierarchy of all modern birds. But that excludes lots of things that we would probably call birds if we saw them. You know, like, I think if we saw Archaeopteryx or Microraptor in front of us today, we'd say that's a bird. Boom says, the eye-toothed bird? Yes, that's apparently exactly what it means. Oh, and we have another first-time human in the chat. Welcome, Matthias CHR220. Hi there, how's it going? I'm just slightly panic managing my Sticky Murlocs because I forgot to make enough of them.
Picking up asset.
I didn't read their entry properly, which makes me a bad...
En route to pick up the
Is
asset.
someone who does animal husbandry, is their name an animal husband? Because if so, then it makes me a bad animal husband. Mingo Pap says, you're wrong, the name is Dryosaurus. I love Dryosaurus! Dryosaurus is in Prehistoric Kingdom. It's the very first dino I made in that game. I love Dryosaurus to pieces. He looks like Leilanosaurus, which is why I love him, but bigger.
Asset in transit.
Matthias says, complete the challenges yet? I have fully fleshed out
Asset
all of the space game islands. I know there's a way of looking at this, hang on. Where's different island view? I know there is one. Where is different island view? Okay, I don't know how to get to different island view, but all of the non-DLC islands, I have done all of the story. I have maxed out rating. I've done all of the rep unlocks. I don't know if I have like max rep for all of them because I'm not sure you actually can. But I've certainly got rep up to the point where there's not much point increasing it further. Swing says they are so cute. That's probably the smallest. Again, I don't think that's the smallest. Even if you include only sort of the traditional dinosaurs. Luckily, these guys have a really low, like threshold before they start going mental and attacking everything, because I seriously messed that up. But your new friends are dropping in. They're behind you. Yeah, look over there. Go say hi. Say hi to your new friend. There's other new friend. I can't look up, unfortunately. But he's coming. Oh, he's landed. I didn't see him land. He was on the other side of the tree. Matthias says, not in campaign, so you need challenge mode. I don't think I know what challenge mode is then, if it's different from the campaign mode. But the answer will be no if you don't need campaign mode. I have not done challenge modes. I'm not a very pro gamer. I often stay away from stuff that's like challenge mode and trials and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we should be up at PopCap. Yes, we are up at PopCap. Okay, I'm gonna need to find somewhere else to put my my whatchamadingles? What are they called? What are they called? I'm gonna need to find somewhere else to put my Styracosaurus, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. It says challenge modes are boring. Maybe in this I could see the prospect for a challenge mode that wasn't boring, depending on what it is. Like I say, I haven't looked at it. Matthew says it's where you build from scratch towards 5 stars on the hardest mode to unlock the rare skins for dinos. I mean, I could definitely give that a go. Like, if it's just do more Jurassic World Evolution but kind of harder, then that might be fine. But often, it's just because often challenge modes are like speedrun a certain level, or just like here's wave after wave of generic enemies in what is otherwise a stealth game. Cough, Dishonored, cough. You know, like that's when I'm like, this isn't fun. This isn't what I bought the game for. Why would I do this? But if it's something like that, then maybe I will try it at some point. But like I said, I do not have pro gaming skills. Honestly, I get scared just releasing indirects into the park, even when I know he's in an enclosure that's sensible for him. Like, that's how little confidence I have in my abilities. Thing says, I agree, I hate them, now I gotta do them again because they disappeared without a trace. Oh no. Oh, it's always rough when you lose progression randomly. What are we gonna do? I've got 14 minutes left of stream time. I was gonna divvy this up and maybe put some ankylosaurs in. What's the most chill ankylosaur that we have in terms of space requirements? You need like barely any space. You need 1,700 meters squared, maybe. You need a bit more. Actually, what's your pop? Jesus Christ! You have a pop of up to 8, of which... Oh no, wait, that's maximum 4. Never mind. So you'll be fine on your own theoretically. You need about the same space, but in a different balance, which means that you actually don't live well together, which is really annoying. Who else is going to be really antisocial but might be chill on space? You actually need a bit more space, which I find surprising. You need kind of similar requirements to Hyangosaurus, actually. You could potentially live together in a small enclosure. Who else is fairly antisocial but might not need much room? You have, like, no requirements whatsoever, basically. The only thing for you is it brings our pop down to 7 instead of 8, but that should be fine for a small enclosure. You have kind of about the same requirements as well. I feel like you guys could all live together. So we have 3 Pentaceratops, 1 Nodo, that makes 4. Oh, we need 3 Chasmo. So... But I mean, that's kind of not the end of the world. We could even instead have 1 Crichton, and maybe even 1 Ankh, honestly. I've immediately forgotten who I was looking at. Pentaceratops, and Chasmosaurus. So 3 of you and 3 of you in this tiny little enclosure. It's problem is, it might be actually, we might just overcrowd the enclosure, which I don't want. So it might be better to go for just like 1 of every ankylosaur, because there's only a few of you. Your space compatibility, your space requirements are mostly compatible. Oh, you need loads of room, Sauropelta. Blimey, never mind. Oh gosh, what's happening in the thing? Thing's asking if Matthews has both games. You've only had a problem in the first. Haven't got to them in the second one. I need all these dinos in the new game. Not all of them are there. It's a lot harder to get new dinos as well. Okay. Hopefully they'll be added in future DLCs. That would be nice, but I don't like relying on DLCs to like pad you out with content. Like, I feel like Jurassic World Evolution without the DLCs, because I think some of my dinosaurs might be DLC dinosaurs. I'm not certain, but without the DLCs, like the dinosaur selection in Jurassic World Evolution is like just enough. It's just enough that you can sort of get by. I certainly wouldn't want it to release with any less. I like DLCs conceptually. Sometimes. Like, sometimes you get, like, day 1 DLC that is really just, like, an obvious excuse to milk more money out of people, and then other times you have DLCs that are, like, Hunter Call of the Wild DLCs that actually, like, they add lots of new content to the game, and they're really worth having, and you can see why they're not in the base game, because the base game is a complete experience on its own, but then with the DLC, it's worth the money and the time, because it's a lot of extra new content. Like, that's the kind of DLC I like. Cosmetics, they're fine if you want that sort of thing, but I would never buy a cosmetics DLC. And then stuff like the bonus dinosaur packs, like for this, they're sort of in a weird middle ground for me, where it's like, I wouldn't buy them, but I can understand why the stuff wasn't in at launch. Matthew says, it's sad they added a new ugly hybrid to the second, but not the Spinoraptor. That's your favourite carnivore hybrid. Oh no, I've not seen Jurassic World 3, and I've not seen Camp Cretaceous, so there's like weird dinosaur stuff that I don't really know about. Actually, one of the reasons why I haven't played Jurassic World Evolution 2 is because I know it has some content from Jurassic World 3, and I haven't played the game yet. How much space do I think there is in here? Especially after I add water. There is not going to be very much space in here. I think I might just find the 2 chillest ankylosaurs and just put like one of each of them in there. Because that would be, oh, which one is it? It's Ankylosaurus. You're a super chill. And it's not you. It's you. To maybe just like 2 Ankylosaurus and 2 Nodosaurus in there, honestly. Finger is asking everyone else if they've watched Jurassic World Dominion yet. What's up, lizard? Lizard. Shark. Crow. Incubate one of you. Oh, I need to get the last thing that we were gonna supplement this pen with, which was a Momentisaurus. Momentisaurus. And what color Momentisaurus do we want? Let's have an alpine Momentisaurus. And while we're doing that, we'll incubate Nodosaurus for the other pen. So one lizards. Komodo. Shark. Member says you haven't watched a new Jurassic movie since 3. I think it says Dominion is a disappointment. As much as I love the Jurassic Park franchise conceptually, is there a movie other than Jurassic Park and maybe Jurassic Park 2 that isn't a disappointment? Because I think I found every single other movie in the franchise disappointing compared to what I wanted it to be. And like, partly that's just because Jurassic Park 1 was so good that it's kind of overshadowed the rest of the franchise. But like, I found Chris Pratt and What's-Her-Face to be extremely, like, I just couldn't care about them at all in the Jurassic World franchise. And Jurassic Park 3, I've said this before on stream, I've owned the Jurassic Park 3 board game since I was like 8 years old. And the Jurassic Park 3 board game is a much better experience than watching Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, so like I love the films, but they are always consistently disappointing versus what I actually wanted them to be. I don't know why I didn't cook up the second Ankylosaurus. I guess just because I'm thick. Let's have a jungle one. Babadizzles. Yes, surprisingly enough, I was a wee Babadizzles once. Oh, and I've also remembered, I know Rayfire was kicking around. I don't know if they're still here, but Rayfire has been granted An artist badge. The next time I stream Minecraft, if I stream Minecraft in the near future, hopefully you'll see that they have made me a wonderful skin based on Little Dizzy down in your bottom left-hand corner there. Which... Why? I've incubated a Nodosaurus instead of a second Ankylosaurus. I am... Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, but it's wonderful. I do hope to show it off to you soon. They also made a custom Elytra skin, which... I don't understand magic knowledge about it, and it works, and it's wonderful. It's not even the thing that I thought you could do in Minecraft, but it's fine. Oh, and it's raining. Which is good. Like, the sauropods in this game, they look quite nice with the rain, like, sloshing off them. Actually, lots of dinosaurs in this game look good in the rain. It's one of the things I'm most pleased about, perhaps, in a way, with the game, is that, like, the dinosaurs, they look good, and they look good in the weather as well. Unfortunately, I gotta knock you out. I didn't really mean to pilot this helicopter myself, but I guess that's what we're doing. I saw something red down underneath me. I was like, what the hell is that? It was a... Oh, that was a bad miss. Oh, come on! Oh my god, I can't gauge the bullet drop accurately. There we go. Got him in the end. Yeah, I was worried there was like a dinosaur down there. Over here. There we go. Little chill ankylosaur pen for the chill ankylosaurs. Thing says, should you play JWE 1 or 2? Well, I mean, obviously I think you should play 1, because that's what I'm playing. Oh, he doesn't even do like a little yump and a roar, which is a bit disappointing. Okay, that's what I meant to do the first time. Okay, now we're going to incubate an Ankylosaurus, an Ankylosaurus. What color is it going to be? I guess you're going to be a woodland one. Or are you going to be a wetland? We're going to be a wetland one. There we go. Did we finish the other Nodosaurus? We did not yet. Oh, but you've been tranked.
Heading to collect the asset.
I really hope neither of you have social requirements. I didn't actually check. We should really check. Okay, you're minimum 1, that's fine. You're minimum 1, that's fine. Okay, the antisocial ones don't normally need too many social, but like sometimes they do and it catches you out. Cough, Pentaceratops, cough. Okay, and our other Nodosaurus is out. Oh, you look so good. Oh, that looks great. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're wonderful. You're wonderful. It's 3 o'clock. We gotta end, but I gotta put my ankylosaurs in their new home, because I will forget about them if I leave it till next week and next stream. Okay, Ankylosaurus, you desperately need some more forest, as we sort of expected. Oh, can we really not fit a tree along there at all?
Asset delivery
Sake.
confirmed.
This really bothers me about the gyrosphere routes sometimes. And the gyrosphere routes. Do you have enough forest now? You do. Wonderful. Someone's transporting, you need transporting. Hello? Thank you. I don't know what you were up to
Asset
there.
collection request received.
You're not quite finished cooking. You probably don't have any food or water, do you? No, you have neither. Let's quickly fix that. See, this is what I mean about the gyrosphere route. It's fine, we can fix it. Just gonna add in. Are you kidding me? What's the terrain constraint?
Asset transportation in
Chabaiga.
progress.
Hang on a sec. I might have to actually delete this whole gyrosphere, which is going to be a total disaster if that's the case. Please let me add water! Okay, let's try just deleting this. Oh god, if I delete that, the Hyangosaurus are going to get out. Okay, it's the end of the stream and we've suddenly accidentally gone into like disaster management mode. Because otherwise our dinosaurs are going to die of thirst. It's fine though. It's fine. It might be fine. Oh, and I can't even put this up much higher. Oh god, this is a total mess. Okay, maybe I can make this area lower instead. Hang on. If we do that, please say you'll let me put some water in. Okay, we've got water. We've got literally just that much water. Hang on, can I? Nope, you already drank top.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Okay.
Asset to be collected.
Right, they've got water, they need food. Fortunately, this guy's collapsed right where I wanted to build the gyrosphere route. Okay.
Asset transportation underway.
Think we fixed it. Just about. It was a bit of a mess. That's not true. It was a total mess, and we tranquilized some dinosaurs that we actually didn't need to. But we did it. Are you running? Did I fix the route? I did fix the route. I love it when I do that. then don't remember doing it.
Asset has been transported.
Okay. Oh, you don't have enough forest. Because of all my mucking with the trees. You must have enough forest now for this. You need more water. That's fine, you've got water. Please go and drink, just so I know you can. This gate is like a horrible system, but for some reason, like, the gates are fixed buildings, so you can't change the height of land under the gate. It's still less annoying than the paths being fixed in Prehistoric Kingdom, but not by a lot. Okay, you can drink from the water and everything, it's all chill. Everyone's happy, everyone's fine. Can we actually see like anything from this? Oh yeah, we've got actually a fine view. Alright. When we come back, we will have an Ankylosaurus ready to drop into that enclosure, but that is going to be it from me for today. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching. Thanks to the new follower, Flamingo. Possibly other new followers we might have gotten throughout the stream. I am sadly slightly forgetful. So I hope that you forgive me. And to Boom Boom for the Prime sub. It's wonderful to have you all along for the ride. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 PM British time. Playing... Do I know what I'm going to be playing? I'm probably going to be playing some more Lost Ember, because I really enjoyed that last week. I'm just having a look to see... Oh, thank you so much to Matthias as well for the follow. That's really nice of you. Just going to go online and see who's playing either Jurassic World Evolution or 2, or maybe PHK. We'll see. Filter it by English because that's the only one I speak. Who's playing Prehistoric Kingdom? Yes, but in the meantime, I'll be doing some more Jurassic World Evolution next week, probably also on Wednesday, but I'm not gonna confirm that. Okay, we're gonna raid Nightcrow 340, who's playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. I know absolutely nothing about them. But I hope you are all wonderful people to them. You are all wonderful beings to me, and I feel privileged to have you among my my watchers. So I hope you will comport yourselves with dignity, and they will feel the same as well. If you miss me in the meantime, you can find all of my Jurassic World Evolution content on my YouTube channel, which should be down in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, hi Bodlings. I hope you are having a good time. Do remember to drop a like, and maybe consider subscribing over there if you haven't already. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at @thisfordemise, on Mastodon at eldritch.cafe/@thisfordemise. Both of those are places that I send out notifications when I go live, so you never have to miss one of these in the future. I think that's it from me for today. So I will leave you to your raid and say have a really good day. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Bye.